It's a war. We're fighting a war on malaria. We could be in a position in 5 years' time from now with untreatable malaria. What happens in that situation is you get devastating epidemics. Malaria is a very tough adversary. It's a parasite.
So you reach a stage where you cannot treat the patient because your drugs are not working, because the parasite is resistant. And so potentially, if we don't do anything dramatically different, then we could face a return of malaria. So all the gains of the last 25 or 30 years will be lost.
We think this is a very serious problem, not just for this region, but for the whole world. We've seen it not once but twice before that drug-resistant parasites have come from Asia and killed enormous numbers of children in Africa. And that's just not acceptable for that to happen again. And we are terrified that that same process will repeat itself. In Asia particularly, the mosquitoes are tricky. They bite you before you go to bed, before you get near a bed net. So we really rely a lot on the drugs. And so we've got these failing drugs, and yet the drugs are the main tool of control.
We don't have any other drug. Well, there will be some, but they are 10 years away. So we don't have drugs, we don't have time. So we are in a race.
The containment effort has failed in that it is extended now over such a wide part of this greater Mekong region.
When I'm saying about doing something very different, I'm talking about elimination, and elimination is necessary because there is no other way. Once you have a parasite which is becoming untreatable, then if you have a chance to eliminate it so that there is no more parasite circulating in the population, then you should take that chance.
And if you want to fight a war effectively, you have to have real-time intelligence. Not 3 years later, some sort of dry scientific report, but you have to have online, it's happening here, it's not there, it's going up there, it's going down there. So real-time intelligence is essential. And yet we don't see the really strong political leadership that is needed to drive home difficult elimination policies.
But elimination is possible. Anyway, whether it's possible or not doesn't really matter. What we have to is to try. Because if we don't try anything, there we know what's going to happen. But we have to give it our best shot. And that's what we are doing now.